let's go. My other example is, let's just say like Clairol, a white cosmetic brand. They're opening up a new division that is geared towards Black women. They have an initiative that they have to have they have to have a Black woman lead that role. Is that an example of DEI or no?
I don't think so. I think it just makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense.
I think it just makes sense. If you're trying to appeal to a different demographic, you need to have that demographic there to understand where they're coming from.
Exactly. All right. So my last example is
white people to be like, what's best for Black hair?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my last example is JetBlue has 1,000 pilots. They're gonna roll out a new thing that they're going to. They have 1,000 pilots and they have new routes opening. So they have to hire 200 more pilots. They are going to make sure that 100 out of that 200 pilots that they're going to hire is going to be Black. Is that
say that again?
That DI? JetBlue has to hire 200 more pilots, right? Pilots for like planes, like serious shit, right? They're going to make an initiative and make it a point that half of who they're going to hire is going to be Black.
I almost became a pilot for JetBlue.
Like that. All right.
I almost became a pilot for JetBlue. Yeah, I almost did it. The only reason why I didn't was because they had a 1-year training off of a per diem.
You was gonna be a pilot?
Yeah.
So like
I'm listening. Like
the training was in Arizona for a year. I was gonna have to leave my family for a year, and we were literally getting ready to buy the house. So I was like, if I leave, we're not gonna be able to really afford the house. I'd be going for a year for my kids. Like it would have been a space where I could go back and kind of like going away to college. You come back for holidays and whatever. But I should have taken it. I feel like I should have taken it, but at the same time, like
were they going to teach you how to fly a plane, or you already know how to fly a plane?
The training. I was getting ready to go to the training. Like they
were going to teach you how to fly planes.
Yeah. I went through the whole hiring process. I went to did the what you call it, simulator and everything. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we want you, but you got to make a decision whether you want to come to, because it was unpaid. It was unpaid training.
This is one of those things that
unpaid. It was unpaid training.
No, we gonna learn how to fly a plane. Like you about to be like
for a year.
It was unpaid training for a year.
They house you and all that.
They house you and they give you a
like per diem or something like that.
They give you a per diem. Yeah. So it's like they just give you enough money to survive in Arizona.
That's one of those things that I never
thought. I just assumed most pilots came from like the Air Force or some shit.
Yeah, I thought you had to already know, like a surgeon. Like you just don't hire a surgeon at the hospital because
it was like, yeah, you want to learn how to cut some shit?
Like, but honestly, I feel like being a pilot is on par with a surgeon. Like once you have like life in your hands.
Yeah.
I never thought it was like driving a school bus. Like, yo, you got great like paying attention skills. Like, like this is crazy.
It was
like,
a new program.
That is like, started. Yo, I just learned something today. I never thought that was like a thing.
So technically it is, but it was a new program that they started. Like usually you go through private school. They were willing to give you the school, right? And then you had to pay for the schooling too. So you had to like get, if you got financial aid, you got a loan or something to pay for it.
Okay.
Then but they helped you through the process. If you needed the loan, you pay the loan for the schooling, but they put you through the program. JetBlue themselves put you through the program, and you learn how to be a pilot from there.
This nigga watching Top Gun every night, like, I'm about to fucking kill this shit. Like,
it seemed like a very cool opportunity. I thought about my kids, and we were literally like in the midst of buying a crib.
Yo, you gotta be supremely confident to just like walk off the street and be like, yo, fuck that, I'm about to fly this fucking plane. Like
Big ass plane with mad people on it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But so technically the training was like 2 years before you actually got on a plane.
Yeah.
And the first year was the drill it in your head. The next one was like another level of, of training, and then in between you got a couple of hours on, in the air and stuff, but you always got your, you just the co-pilot to the main dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Until you ready to go.
Gotcha.
But it was a good opportunity. That it was a bad time. That was the only thing. The time was bad. But
what do pilots make?
That was my other thing. That was my other thing, because I'm already making good money with what I do. So I was like, but the problem is that they were telling me that they put a cap on overtime, and because you can't fly the plane too many hours without enough sleep.
Of course.
Yeah.
So when I heard the cap,
Denzel.
When I heard the cap, I was like, nah, I can make 200 where I am without a problem. There's no cap. So I was like, nah, I'll stay on the ground.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I also do think that that opportunity is DEI, but I also don't really see a problem with it as long as those people are qualified individuals.
Shouldn't they get the most qualified out of the 200 instead of excluding the most? Because it's just something it's something serious. That's why I put that one last. Like, this is a life and death situation now. Like, this is I don't want you hiring my pilot just because he's black.
But they're hiring, like, you don't have a problem with the fact that they'll hire somebody who doesn't have flight experience that's just going to learn how to fly? General, white, black, whatever?
Well, I want you to get the best candidate no matter who you train. I want you to get the best.
I get what you're saying.
Would you take a DEI surgeon? No. Like, you know what I mean? If you have to get surgery on something, like on your freaking pinky, would you like, yo, I got this job because they have to fill a quota?
I don't see. I guess
there's still qualifications that are involved.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, but you're the best out of this small pool. I want the best out of the world for important things.
Why are you saying this is a small pool?
Because you have to pick. Yeah, because you have to pick black people.
Because on some real shit though, we got. First of all, wait. We got to be honest with ourselves, right? As black people, right? I bet there weren't a lot of black people trying to apply to be a pilot at JetBlue. I could be wrong, right? But you see how we didn't even realize that they would hire somebody. Like, I assume most pilots came from the service.
Right.
I just assume, like, yo, airlines hire from the service, like the Army, the Air Force, or all that shit. People that had flight experience or whatever, right? I didn't know you could go apply and to be a pilot, and you know what I mean? I never knew that, right? So, huh? No, I understand that. I understand that, but I figure
you're coming off the street.
Yes, exactly. Whereas, like, somebody that's been in the service, they got years of flight experience prior to getting the job.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get
so, so the same way we don't know as somebody that's not applying, I think mad black people don't know, like, oh, I could apply, right? So in these situations, we got to think about all the dynamics of, of the places that we're talking about, right? Because in some situations, I understand it's really not beneficial. Like, we're talking, like we were talking about Target, and it's like, all right, we know there's Target and there's Walmart. Most black people shop at Walmart.
I'm a Walmart head.
Yeah, a lot of like Target. A lot of people be like, yo,
cocoa butter.
Let's be straight up. Niggas be like, yo, Walmart is for black people, Target's for white people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I go to Target.
I retired Walmart a long time ago, because when you go to the one over there by Green Acres, it's a fucking jungle.
No,
that's
a zoo.
All them Queens and Brooklyn niggas.
You gotta go a little sneaky one. You gotta go by the crib. Yeah, my little one.
I fucks with the Union
all the time, nigga.
I fucks with the Union Day at Walmart. I fucks with the Union Day at Walmart.
That's the sneaky one. Crazy. That's home base.
I don't even go to Westbury. I don't even go to Westbury. I go straight to Union Day.
Exactly.
Right.
But
let's not tell people that.
Yeah.
Nah.
But yeah, man, like when you talking about a Target, like why not? Like why would they continue with their inclusion? Like they do the inclusion, or they're willing to give up millions of dollars. We're talking about a publicly traded company, so image is very, very important to these companies, right? So yeah, we'll spend tens of millions of dollars, even hundreds of millions of dollars, because we make billions, right? And we'll do it for a short stint, and then that's it. You understand what I'm saying? Because realistically, our customer base isn't black people like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, everything should come to an end too. Like I think it should just be like a spurt. Like it should be like a little boost.
Well,
like, all right,
does it leave?
It shouldn't last forever.
Does it leave us to? Okay, is it kind of like getting rid of these things? Right? Is it kind of
forcing black people to
get back to work, nigga?
No, putting the trust in society to do the right thing.
Get back to work.
Like, is it? Well, not saying it's doing this for that, but in this case, is it kind of like, well, to me, it's kind of like, with the presidency thing, right? It's like people are gonna vote who they voted for, right? They got who they voted for. Now they have to deal with what they voted for. It's just kind of like the same thing, where it's kind of like, you just got to allow it to happen for them to see if it's right or not.
Yeah,
right. With the pendulum, with the president, I feel like the pendulum swung so far to the other side. For him to get his like points on the other, he has to swing it all the way to the other side. Hopefully, it'll come back in the middle in like a year or two. Hopefully, but I feel like it just went so far left that
but
you gotta